Jessica Jones was so engrossed by the computer game she played it day and night. It controlled her. It was an obsession that led her to abandon her education, her part-time job, even her friends. Now, back from the brink, tonight Jessica's speaking out to warn others of the evil of online addictions. She bravely shares her story with Lucy Polginghall.
It was terrible. I lost all my friends. You know, I found it hard to communicate with my mother.
There was something really disturbing her, and I didn't know what it was.
I think I just wanted to, in the end. I just wanted to play Evony.
It offers a world of friendship, entertainment and information, but it can also blur your sense of reality.
I'd be on it hours a day. I wouldn't eat, wouldn't sleep, nothing, just Evony.
I just knew that she was changing and it wasn't for the better.
Murray Bridge teenager Jessica Jones was sucked into the darker side of the online world. It took over her life and almost ended it.
I decided that I couldn't continue with life and I tried to take my life.
I got a call from the hospital to say that she was in there in intensive care because she'd overdosed.
Her journey into the virtual reality of the online computer game Evony began 2 years ago. Jessica joined 18 million other internet players around the globe, seduced by the power of creating her own virtual nation.
You attack people and you've got to build your army. That's your number one priority, is your army, and you've got to build resources. And if you don't build resources, then you've got to buy them. Because then you can't build, you can't feed your army, and you can't attack.
But escape into a world the players control ultimately can take control of them.
The game is very demanding, and if you leave it, you'll sort of lose. So you can't leave it if you want to keep going in the game.
You can become completely immersed in the virtual game as you are trying to build your empire, and the temptation to keep logging in to monitor what's happening and to improve your status is very powerful.
Log off and your life's work can be conquered or destroyed by others. Dr. Denise Wood from the University of South Australia is an expert in online media. She studies the attraction of these online multiplayer strategy war games.
Everything happens in real time and continues to happen whether you're playing in the game or not.
The game itself is very addictive, and it's designed that way so that you're addicted.
And of course, Jessica is not the only one who's been caught in its clutches.
There are many people that have become addicted to these kinds of games.
In 2 years, Jessica's fixation with the fantasy world intensified until it took over her life, spending up to 15 hours a day playing the game.
I quit working, I stopped seeing friends, I wouldn't go to school, stopped doing everything that's social, just to play the game.
Jessica's mum, April, watched her spiral downwards. With the computer tucked away in her room, April had little idea it was Evony that was to blame for her daughter's deteriorating behaviour.
She changed her attitude and got sort of more sullen and tireder, grumpier, started refusing to go to school, wasn't interacting with me.
And the isolation Jessica developed almost destroyed her.
I lost my friends, my family, I quit my job, I refused to go to school, had no social life, and just didn't see a reason in living anymore. All I had was Evony.
Feeling complete emptiness, Jessica tried to take her own life, but thankfully she was found close to death at the local train station.
I believe if it wasn't for the fact that some lady was coming to catch the train, no one would have found her and we would have lost her.
The problem is when it becomes excessive and one's regular social contacts and real life connections suffer as a result.
Clinical psychologist from the University of South Australia, Dr. Nadine Pelling, says there are some obvious telltale signs of an addiction.
An increasing amount of time spent online, Another sign would be failure to live up to one's school, work, or social obligations. Those would probably be the main signs.
While there's no current research to confirm what triggers a person's compulsion to keep playing, there are some people who are more vulnerable to falling victim.
We do know there are a few risk factors. If someone has a limited amount of social skills or social self-efficacy, and they tend to be lonely in real life, they are more likely to excessively use internet gaming.
Parents keeping a watchful eye on how much time is spent on the computer will help to stop excessive use.
At least remove the computer from the children's bedroom and have it in a family area where it can actually be monitored. Finally, limit the time that your kids spend on the computer.
Fortunately, Jessica now has her real life back on track.
I feel great. I've gone back with some friends, catch up with them often now. Yeah, it's good.
And has vowed she's logged off for good.
I just want everyone to know that it can be dangerous if you let it control you, because after a while you just start pushing everything away and then you've got nothing left.
It was certainly a scary place to be, but good on her for speaking out. Lucy Polkinghorn with that report. Now, if you have an addiction that's consuming your life, the people at Lifeline are always good to chat to. Their number is 131114. That's 131114. But let's turn now to the family fights that have escalated out of control and how they can leave some